Now I'm going to present about Ayurveda and emotions. The theme of the topic is seminar is happiness, the emotional motivation behind our lives. There are four major hormones in the body, which are called feel-good hormones or happiness hormones. Um, First one is serotonin. It is a mood stabilizer. It is more sensitive to diet than any other neurotransmitter. Second one is dopamine. Second one is dopamine, the reward chemical. It is released during pleasurable situations. Oxytocin. Oxytocin is a love hormone and it is released during sex, childbirth, and lactation. Endorphin. Endorphin is a painkiller. It is released after exercise. Next slide. These four hormones are divided into four headings and they are given page number. They are given page number and number of pages. Dopamine, dopamine basics. Dopamine has side headings like dopamine basics, dopamine synthesis, its role in mental health, dopamine drug misuse and addiction. Dopamine also is leads to other diseases like Parkinsonism and obesity. Also, natural ways to increase dopamine. Dopamine can save lives and complications. Now we are going to see. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter. It is made in the nervous system. It is helps in sending signals between the nerve cells. Dopamine makes you feel pleasure. It Dopamine makes you feel pleasure. It is a part of human ability. It helps in proper thinking and planning. It also helps us to strive and find things interesting. It gives focus. Uh, it spreads in four major pathways in the brain. Unless otherwise it is deficient, we can't recognize it. It's deficient or not, we can recognize only if we have any health problem. It is recognized only through health problems. Dopamine, for example, in Parkinson's disease, this dopamine levels are highly depleted. They are deficient. Dopamine synthesis. Dopamine is synthesized through two-step process. Dopamine is synthesized through two steps process. First, it changes the amino acid tyrosine to a substance called dopa, and then it is converted into dopamine. It affects many part of your behavior and physical functions. Uh, Dopamine performs following functions. It helps in learning, motivation, mood, attention, sleep. In addition to it, physiological functions like heart rate, movement, pain processing, blood vessel function, kidney function, control of nausea and vomiting, and lactation all depend upon dopamine. Mainly synthesis is from amino acid tyrosine. Dopamine role in mental health. It is hard. Dopamine role in mental health. Uh, Too much of dopamine in the brain causes certain disorders. Too little also causes certain disorders. Too much of it in the brain causes a serious mental disorder called schizophrenia. Um, it is due to hyper schizophrenia. It is due to hyperactive dopamine in the body. This is due to too much of this chemical in certain parts of the brain. Too much of chemical causes hallucination and delusions. Also, other parts of the brain lack dopamine, which results in lack of motivation and desire. Hmm. Due to deficiency of dopamine, another disorder called attention deficit hyperactive disorder is caused. Some researchers show it is due to shortage of dopamine. This problem is also maybe due to genes also. The ADHD drug that is methylphenidate, its generic name, it works by boosting dopamine. Drug misuse and addiction. This dopamine also causes addiction. For example, in the persons who take the drug, habit forming drug cocaine increases dopamine levels in the body. This dopamine, but repeated use of this drug increases threshold for uh, due to raise in dopamine levels due to intake of this cocaine drug, there is pleasurable sensation is caused due to secretion of dopamine in the body. After some days, the threshold uh, of drug increases. That is, they should take more amount of drug to get same pleasurable sensation. Um, And due to this, and also after this, the body also starts producing less amount of dopamine naturally. This leads to emotional loss and results in addiction of this drug. In addition to the mental disorders, dopamine also causes certain other disorders. It's like, for example, Parkinsonism. Parkinsonism, in this disorder, there is lack of deficiency of or the deficiency of dopamine levels in the body. The nerve cells are unable to produce the right amount of dopamine. So the person suffers from tremors. This condition is expressed in symptoms like tremor, stiffness of the body, lack of coordination, lack of balance, and slowness of spontaneous movements. In this disease, dopamine is given in medication form like L-Dopa, which cures this Parkinsonism disease. Another important disorder due to deficiency of Parkinsonism is obesity. In obesity, in obesity disorder, the person eats more in order the person eats more. Even though they ate more, the dopamine is not secreted. After eating high amounts of food, only the dopamine is secreted and they have satisfaction. So, in turn, it results in obesity due to high levels of, due to intake of large amounts of food. Imaging studies suggest that in people with this condition, the body may not release enough dopamine and another feel-good hormone, serotonin. Natural ways to boost dopamine. Mm, Dopamine can be increased or it can be balanced without any medication. Certain foods and certain hobbies and getting enough sleep helps in increasing dopamine in our body. Yeah, nutrition include nutritional deficiency are is the cause for altered dopamine production in the body. So the person should take enough amount of nutritious food like iron, vitamin B3, niacin, that is niacin. They should take enough folate and B6, that is pyridoxine, to make enough for dopamine. Dopamine is formed from tyrosine. So, tyrosine and amino acid rich food should be taken. Amino acid are found in protein rich foods like uh, non-veg beef and eggs, and also milk products like dairy products. They also found in veggies like soya, legumes. Also in turkey chicken. Researchers show that Also, vegetables and fruits also improve dopamine levels in the body. Fruits like apples, avocados, bananas, and vegetables like brinjal, spinach, tomato, velvet beans increases dopamine in body. For example, velvet beans increases L-DOPA, which is precursor of dopamine in the body. Dopamine can save lives. In addition to the primary, secondary role, dopamine also plays a primary role. That is, it is used to treat less blood pressure, low heart rate, less cardiac output, less supply of blood to certain organs, and is also given in case of septic shock. Complications with this intake of a drug without medical supervision. It leads to irregular heartbeat, raised heartbeat, trouble breathing, chest pain, nausea, vomiting, and also headache. Because many drugs interact with it, dopamine supplements should be taken under proper medical intervention. Second feel good hormone is serotonin. Now I'm going to discuss serotonin, its synthesis. Its synthesis, storage, its functions, and its low level symptoms, and how to increase them. How to increase serotonin, or otherwise called tryptophan, in the body. Serotonin. 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 Serotonin, otherwise called as 5-hydroxytryptamine. It plays two important roles in humans, one central role and another peripheral role, depending upon the location of 5-hydroxytryptophan in the body. In central nervous system, it acts as neurotransmitter and useful in stress response, regulates body temperature. It also gives a pleasurable mood, and also regulate. It also controls appetite, sleep, and other autonomic neural activities. In case of peripheral hormone, serotonin controls is unique in it's is unique. It has unique ability in controlling several organs of the human body. For example, it controls movements of GI tract. In addition, it also controls heart rate, respiratory rate, vascular tone. It regulates hemostasis. It helps in cell growth and also immune responses in the body. Serotonin synthesis. Serotonin is synthesized in the serotonergic neural network of central nervous system. Firstly, and also in addition to it, it is also synthesized in GI tract and in platelets also, where it is stored. Serotonin after synthesis is stored in platelets. Serotonin synthesis mainly occurs in GIT tract, that is in the enterochromaffin cells of innermost layer of GIT tract, that is mucous membrane. After enterochromaffin cells secrete this no, serotonin, and it is stored in lamina propria of mucosal membrane of GI tract. Gut is the largest endocrine organ in the human body. It produces almost 95% of all the serotonin in the body. Serotonin synthesis is triggered in response to acetylcholine neurotransmitter, neuronal stimulations, increase in gut pressure, and increase in gut pH. Serotonin synthesis occurs to two-step process from tryptophan. Amino acid, it is essential amino acid tryptophan acquired from the food. The first step is hydroxylation of hydroxylation by tryptophan hydroxylase to produce 5-hydroxy tryptophan. The TPH isoforms are found in enterochromatin cells, and TPH2 isoform is located in central and enteric neurons. This TPH is to be converted into 5-hydroxytryptophan by aromatic L-amino acid decarboxylase. This formed serotonin is packed into the vesicles in the neurons. Then it is transported into presynaptic terminals in the CNS. And the formed tryptophan, 5-hydroxytryptophan is also transported into platelets, where it is mainly stored. Serotonin cannot cross the serotonin are present in two pathways. First, it is present in the central nervous system, and the one which is present in the periphery. The one which is present in central nervous system cannot cross blood-brain barrier unless otherwise there is cognate L-type amino acid transporter. Serotonin synthesis also depends upon the food taken, which should have the main component tryptophan. Serotonin, serotonergic neurons are present in the brainstem, and also brainstem serotonergic neurons have projections into limbic system, cortex, midbrain, and hindbrains. This serotonergic neurons regulate mood. It gives happiness. Also regulate energy balance. They regulate appetite and food intake. The behavior of is a human behavior, that is happiness. Also happiness is regulated by multiple serotonin receptors in multiple brain areas. So after serotonin synthesis and storage, serotonin functions. Serotonin regulates main function is it regulates mood in humans. That is, it is a natural feel good chemical. When serotonin levels are normal levels in the body, you feel focused, emotionally stable, happier, and calm. Low levels of serotonin cause depression. Many medications used to treat anxiety, depression, and other disorders, they target in increasing the serotonin in the body. Second function is sleep. Serotonin, along with another hormone, dopamine, regulates sleep. Um, from serotonin, melatonin is formed, which regulates sleep-awake cycles. Third function of serotonin is sexual health. This hormone, along with another neurotransmitter, dopamine, increases the desire for sex. Low levels of serotonin, signs and symptoms. If this serotonin is secreted in low amounts, it causes mood problems. Either there is depression or there is anxiety. In addition to it, there are sleep problems, digestive problems are also there. It also causes schizophrenia, panic disorders, different phobias. There is suicidal tendencies, and also lastly, it causes post-traumatic stress disorders. Ways to increase serotonin levels. Mm, Serotonin levels can be increased by four ways. That is by eating tryptophan containing rich food, by sunlight, getting enough sunlight daily, and by taking certain tryptophan supplements, and also lastly by exercise, which lowers stress levels. Foods to increase serotonin levels are um, the person should take tryptophan rich foods, which are present in non-veg items like turkey, salmon, fish, and eggs. It is also present in dairy products like cheese, also certain fruits like pineapple contains this tryptophan. In addition to it, certain nuts, oats, and seeds also contain tryptophan. Sunlight. Daily 10 to 15 minutes of sunlight is required to boost serotonin levels in the body. If otherwise sunlight is not available, light therapy should be included to get required amount of sunlight. If there is no proper amount of sunlight, it results in seasonal affective disorders, mood disorders, seasonal affective disorders in some people. For example, in winter, for example, in winter, so many countries doesn't receive enough sunlight, and they are mostly prone to this mm, psychological disorders. Supplements, several dietary and herbal supplements also increases serotonin levels. Uh, dietary supplement dietary supplements are probiotics like curd and tryptophan should be taken. Herbal supplements includes ashwagandha root powder, that is ginseng, winter cherry, increases serotonin. Also nutmeg, myristica fragrance powder form, fruit powder, and also Saint John wort herb increases serotonin levels. Syrian rue is also one of the herbal supplement. Lastly, exercise. Regular exercise also increases serotonin levels in body. Um, 30 minutes of regular exercise also increase 30 minutes of regular exercise. Training at least 5 times per week can improve your mood disorders and heart health. What is the difference between dopamine and serotonin? Dopamine and serotonin, and both are neurotransmitters. They are considered as happiness hormones because they play a role in positive mood and emotion. Serotonin is associated with happiness, focus, and calmness. Dopamine is a reward giving chemical. It helps in motivation. They both share involvement in some mental health conditions, including depression and mood disorders. Both have some distinct functions. Dopamine controls movement and coordination. Serotonin helps in digestive function, including bowel function and appetite. Dopamine causes hunger, while serotonin suppresses hunger. Dopamine is mostly stored in brain, while serotonin is stored in gut. The most hormone is mm, endorphin. Now we'll discuss about its introduction, its increasing ways, its benefits, and finally low level symptoms. Endorphins. Endorphins release stress and create a sense of well being. They are natural body's painkillers. They are released from hypothalamus and pituitary gland in response to pain and stress. They are peptide hormones Both relieves pain and create a sense of well-being. Endorphins means meaning means endogene. Come from endorphin name came from two words. They are endogens and morphines. Endogens means mm, that are produced inside the body. Morphines are natural opioid painkillers whose action they mimic. So they are called endorphins. About 20 types of endorphins exist in the body. The main type of endorphin is beta endorphin, which one increases while running and exercise. We also release this endorphin when we laugh or fall in love. I have and eat a delicious meal. These endorphins, feel good hormones are released. Endorphins increasing ways are through exercise. A moderately intense exercise like walking or aerobic activity is best for releasing endorphins. Acupuncture, um, pressing the body with needles in certain points triggers their release. Meditation, breathing deeply and focusing your brain calms your mind and eases pain. Sex, in feelings of love, there is a mm, endorphin release. Playing music, when you sing, dance, or play some guitar, um, endorphins are released. This increases tolerance to pain. Sixth one is laughter. Laughing therapy is good for increasing all of the happy hormones in the body. Lastly, ultraviolet rays. Lastly, ultraviolet rays. Uh, when spent outdoors in the sun, beta endorphin are released from the skin. Benefits of endorphin: they reduce stress, depression, and anxiety, increase pleasure, improve mood, they reduce pain, discomfort, boost self-esteem, supports body's immune system, memory, and cognitive functions. Low levels of this endorphin causes body aches and pains, increase risk of depression, anxiety, moodiness, trouble sleeping, addiction, and also migraines. People with migraines have low levels of beta endorphins. Last chemical is oxytocin. This is last feel good hormone. I'm going to discuss in detail about its synthesis, its function, control, and ways to increase it. synthesis. It is produced into the hypothalamus and is stored and released into the bloodstream by posterior pituitary gland. In addition to the hormone, antidiuretic hormone or vasopressin. It facilitates in a childbirth, so it is called love drug or love hormone. Along with other fluid hormones, it promotes positive feelings. Functions. It decreases stress and anxiety levels. Researchers suggest that oxytocin have a positive impact. They influence the social behavior related to social behavior. That is, they increase trust, physiological stability, and relaxation. Gives relaxation. Oxytocin control. Oxytocin production secretion is controlled by positive feedback mechanism. For, for example, when a newborn sucks mechanoreceptors in the nipple, a positive feedback loop is created which causes a release of oxytocin in the brain. The increased oxytocin in the brain causes milk to flow in breast. Lastly, the ways to increase oxytocin. They are by yoga. Doing yoga, wellness practice like yoga decreases anxiety, stress, leaves depression, mood symptoms, better sleep, and it gives improved quality of life. Listening to music. Uh, Listening to music, most people enjoy listening to music, which causes secretion of oxytocin. This helps in creating social bonds between people. Researchers is limited. One research conducted in 2015 in four jazz singers. When these singers improvised rather than composing the songs, uh, when they did improvised performance rather than composing songs, the oxytocin levels are increased. This is due to social behaviors like cooperation, trust, and communication among the singers. Also, giving a massage increases serotonin levels. Um, Research in 2015 support these findings. Uh, Post massage oxygen levels increases and there is decreased pain, stress, anxiety. Also, there is improved mood feelings and greater feeling of well-being. Also, sharing love and affection with people like friends, relatives, and partner increases serotonin levels. Spending time with friends, spending time with friends also increases serotonin levels. Meditation, daily practice of meditation reduces stress, anxiety, improve mood, and helps you feel more compassion towards yourself and others. Make your conversation count. Seventh way to increase um, oxytocin. Listen properly to your partner or friends or children and knowing have eye to eye contact On complete attention about something important. Put anything that may distract you. This close interaction can increase oxytocin levels, helping more connected to each other. Cooking together and eating something is also one of the reasons. Sexual intimacy and organism also increases this hormone. Also, cuddling, hug, physical intimacy, hand holding can do. Lastly, do something nice for someone, that is helping a neighbor or giving charity, supporting or your favorite cause, or buying a gift to a friend or family member will do. And lastly, pet dogs, spending time with pet dogs, also known to increase serotonin, also causes increase in serotonin levels. This concludes my presentation uh, about Ayurveda and emotions. The main, finally, there are four. Once again, review. There are finally the four happiness hormones in the body. They are serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, and endorphin. Serotonin is mood stabilizer. Dopamine is a reward chemical. Oxytocin, love hormone. Endorphin is painkiller. Thank you for Shekhar Annaputla sir for giving me this opportunity. Thank you one and all.